All right, everyone, here we go. This is an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. It's a straight up energy reading for the second full moon of August, the Pisces full moon. And it is, what's a blue moon? It's a super moon. It's got all kinds of things attached to it. It's kind of a dreamy moon, I suppose. But it's what I would call some spiritual shit. It's very deep, very internal, very, well, emotional, if you will, with the Three of Cups there in our pre-shuffle opening it. We'll talk about it. Let's do it. This should be very cool. It leads us into the month of September, which, you know, the month of September has a context to it. It often does, especially for us here in the northern hemisphere where it's the end of summer, if you will. I'm always reminded, especially here with this energy, I'm reminded of Green Day's wake me up when September ends kind of a thing, right? The innocence can never last, that kind of thing. Somebody who's really doing some contemplating and somebody who normally wouldn't. And you'll see that and more here in the pre-shuffle. So let's get to it. It's a general reading. May or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless, okay? Yeah, this energy dissipates out after a couple of weeks. Leads us into the beginning portions of September, which talk about the Leo Venus going direct and Jupiter going retrograde, and we've been talking about all of that. But there's a lot of space in the month of September for inner reflection because there's not a lot of astrology happening. There's not a lot of major alignments and things pulling on the energy. That leaves a lot of open space for exactly what this moon provides. It's a bit of a perfect storm. It is a bit of divine timing. The energy is just right. You know, it's the right moon at the right time, in the right energy. Okay? So let's go. This is the surface. I said, give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of the full moon in Pisces. We got Three of Cups. We got emotions flowing here, big time. On a very nostalgic level, the Six of Cups crossing it. There's a lot of nostalgia in the energy here in September. There's a horniness to it. There's that energy. There's nostalgia. It all swirls together. Sometimes it comes together. Sometimes it's separate. The nostalgia energy creeps up. It comes in waves. And this moon is really going to activate it. Big time. All right? So there's a lot of that. Their emotions are flowing, right? Thinking about the past. Remembering it nostalgically in a way, which creates some confusion. The Seven of Cups for who? The Burger King, the King of Wands. This is confusing energy for this energy, which is always has been since I got here and before I got here represented the runners. Either an out of balance emperor, or that's all King of Wands, or the King of Wands, him or herself. It's confusing. This is a love them and leave them energy. Right? Fool around and fell in love. All of a sudden, they're feeling you, they're feeling the past, they're feeling everything. It's very confusing for this energy, this King of Wands. Creates a real burden. Ten of Wands, pressure, urgency, to maybe speak up about these feelings, the Page of Cups. But primarily, what it does is it gives them a chance to get victory. A chance. It's up to their free will. A chance to transform whatever hang-ups they have, the devil, whatever toxic energy is around them, inside them, whatever it is. It gives them a chance to get victory over that. The opportunity is here. Bookending the Three of Cups is the Fool. These emotions are here for a reason, are happening for a reason. Confusion aside, you know, again, we got their free will to deal with, but confusion aside, the strength is there. The power, the heart chakra open, is there for a new beginning, okay? So, for someone to move in a new direction, to get victory over that toxin once and for all, you know? Let's see. Let's shuffle the deck. It's a powerful moon. It's going to be powerful for you as well. You know, you're here. You're affected by this energy too. A lot of it's some serious inner spiritual shit, all right? Don't let that nostalgia get you too much. It'll keep you stuck, but use it. Learn from it. All right, let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's pull on the incoming energy. I'll pull on you at the beginning of the extended, and yeah, there will be one. Bet your sweet ass is on that. I'll pull on you to get some contrast, and I'll tell you what this moon does for you specifically. We'll see. All right, we'll find out. Right now, this card here is before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? Why? Why are we here? This is why. New beginning in love. I don't usually get that specific energy off the Ace of Cups. But I do. This person thinking about things. This cup's been sitting for a while. This incoming energy is thinking and feeling things that have been way at the bottom of the cup, have almost grown toxic in a way, right? Because they just sit there at the bottom. Sediment has collected. Like if you have an old car, you shouldn't run it below a quarter of a tank, because then you're just burning all the shit at the bottom of the tank that's collected over the years and years and years, right? That's what's going on right now. They're driving a 1967 car with the original gas tank. Well, a 74 Pinto with the original gas tank, right? And they're driving it below a quarter, and they're burning all the stuff they never thought about. They're burning that now. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's flowing. It's nice. It's a new. It's resulting. It should result in a new beginning in love. What comes after the cut? I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. Game-changing shit. Changes everything. It's a 10. 10s are the end dead end that lead to a new beginning. It's major arcana, so we don't have any control over it. Yeah, the wheel is fucking turning here. You saw it in the pre-shuffle. You see it right here in the cut cards, which should back up the pre-shuffle. Let's go. Let's do a reading. Let me give the deck a final shuffle, and let's do it. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of the full moon. Whoa, exploding on the scene here. We're done. Holy shit. Okay, when the deck explodes, time to stop. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is the King of Wands. Oh, your runner is fueled by 10 wands. A King of Wands under pressure. Under pressure to change. Right? We saw the Wheel of Fortune. You saw it, right? Under pressure to change. Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay, our reading's on the flip. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul. Right here's the hidden energy, message from the universe, read with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. All right. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end, see what else it wants to tell you, and yep, there's going to be an extended. The link will be in the description because this is wild. I love this. I love that your person is front and fucking center, and they're under a lot of pressure, just like the pre-shuffle told us. A little piece of the pre-shuffle came back. Energy around your connection. King of Cups. Yeah, this energy right here does not like to feel. Right? They put up that hood. It's a cobra. They put up the hood because they don't want to bite. They don't want to bite you. Please go away. Look at me. I'm big. I'm scary. Don't make me bite you, because if I bite you, I have to stretch out and be vulnerable. That's when the mongoose gets them. Right? So at the end of the day here, somebody here is under a lot of pressure to change their ways, to tell you how they feel. I saw that with that. I talked about that around the Page of Cups in the pre-shuffle. Yeah. There's a strong urge to do it. Any opportunity energy is here for someone to tell you how they feel, to open up. Okay, right here, how are they behaving in the 3D? Completely different from the way they normally would. It's judgment. It's a phoenix rising. It's resurrection. They want a second chance. This guy right here wants a second chance, and it's painful for them. The stuff that they're burning, what the hell happened here? Okay. The emotions that they're burning, right, at the bottom of that tank I talked about in that Ace of Cups. It's hard. Just like for their 74 Pinto, burning the sediment at the bottom of the tank, it's not going to run real good. Yeah, your person's not running real good. All right? They're not used to these types of emotions. This is a very emotional moon. We opened with 3 cups, the flow of emotion. And I don't think they know how to shut off the spigot. And I don't think they can with this here. They want a second chance to tell you how they feel. They do. Probably just a little nervous and not sure how to do it, but don't like it. But okay, their soul is here. It bookends the King of Cups. High Priestess. Soul is alive, flowing. It flows from here to here. Yep. All this stuff. This card is pushing stuff back. Secrets, right? She keeps a lot of secrets. The High Priestess. Shh. We mustn't tell. Mustn't. Right? It's right there. So that ties with that Ace of Cups, what I was talking about, the stuff that is sat at the bottom, the stuff they never looked at, the stuff they carpet swept and pushed back. It's all coming up. I know it's coming up because I got judgment here. Okay, that's, look, Phoenix rising, right? It's all resurrecting things they haven't thought about or felt about in a long time. It's probably a better way to phrase it. Yeah, and this book ends the King of Cups. Yeah, they're hard pressed to control this, and that puts a lot of strain on them. All right, message from the universe. Red with the King of Cups. What's the fickle old gal want to tell us? 10 Pentacles. Yeah, part of the problem here, and you may not think this is a problem, but part of the problem here is this person knows. They don't like knowing. They don't like knowing. But they know that there's a future with this connection with you. They could live in this energy if they allow it to flow, which it is flowing now. The realization, the epiphany under this Pisces full moon energy, all right, blending with other energies that I talked about at the beginning of this video, and how September opens up a lot of space for inner work, right? Because there's not a lot of major alignments pulling on the energy. Because of that, because they realize that, they're feeling all of this. They're feeling this 10 of Pentacles with you. And it's creating quite a burden for them. Again, it boils down to whether or not they can admit they were wrong. That they went down the wrong road in their life. They made a bad decision by running from you and sticking with what they had in some capacity or another. It's human nature to not want to admit we're wrong. People do it all the time. There's a big thing with psychology where they talk about opinions, right? People have opinions, and those opinions, usually when someone gives their opinion, most people just kind of go with it and agree with it, right? It's sort of like they behave like politicians who have an opinion based on nothing. So it's a bit of that. This person here, they are of the opinion that their life is fine, and yet at the same time, all this energy coming up from underneath is telling them that it's not fine, right? So they have to change their opinion on their life. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to get people to change their minds, change their opinions, because it involves admitting they got something wrong. And this is an ego-based energy. It doesn't like to do that. That hurts the ego, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. All right, potential final outcome, red with Judgment. The Moon. Anything can happen here. It's a grab bag. Anything can happen. As yet unknown. That's I'm pulling. Look, I'm pulling on the full moon in Pisces. I got the Moon card as my final outcome. All bets are off. This is mysterious shit. These two are read together, and the color match here is Moon, Judgment, High Priestess, and of course that Fool. Right? The dark backgrounds, if you will. Yeah. All bets. We don't know. As yet unknown. Okay. Let's pull a read. Let's extend it. Let's go. Or let's clarify it. Let's do all kinds of shit to it. There's so much energy here. I may do a double clarifier here. This might be very similar to what I got in Cancer, the hot spot of the connection cycles, September reading. I had a Schrodinger's cat ending. I had to do two. I had to go Group A. This is your final outcome. Group B, this is your final outcome. I think I have to do that here as well. Okay, King of Cups. Let's clarify. Let's go. Let's talk to the Light Seer deck here. Now let's see where we go. Tell me about the King of Cups. Yeah, this brings up a lot of stuff. This moon is very deep. I think a lot of people are astrologers, maybe readers, I don't know, are going to call this a dreamy moon. That's selling it short. So if you see that, it's somebody selling it short. It's not. This is some spiritual shit. Look at the deep cards I get. Look at what I got in the soul here with the High Priestess. It's some deep shit. Okay, it's shit that's been at the bottom of the Ace of Cups, buried, pushed, getting burned, getting felt, thought about. This is a powerful card right here. Most of the table is gray and black, except for the message from the universe. And it's like the universe is saying, yeah, okay, it's deep, it's this, and yeah, they're ego-based and all that, but at the end of the day, you're this. You're the only thing that they see a future with, and they fucking know it. The real secret is getting them to admit they were wrong. That's with anybody. Anybody. This whole planet of human beings will always be jammed up, because there's always going to be people that just rigidly stay on the wrong road. It's always going to get jammed up because of that. You're never going to get everybody on the same page. Just like with these readings. I had 25,000 people watching this reading. It's like herding cats, getting everybody on the same page. Everybody's going to perceive the reading differently, perceive something I say differently. It's just the way it is, right? Nobody right, nobody wrong in that instance. Your perception is your perception. But my point is, all of these runners, that's why as yet unknown. That's why it's a Schrodinger's cat ending kind of a thing. All of these runners are different. Some of them are going to take these energies and resent them, and some of them are going to flow with them. I'm still shuffling. King of Cups. I figure I might as well tell you something while I'm shuffling. Red with 10 pentacles crossed by 10 pentacles. Yeah, it's a whole great big yeah but. This person can go, this little cobra here, can go round and round and round all they fucking want about, yeah, but this, and yeah, I don't want to admit I was wrong. Oh, this is a real pressure. Should I say something? Now I got to deal. Look at all this, all that toxic energy. They can go round and round all they want, but at the end of the deal, at the end of the day, it's a great big yeah, but. Yeah, but there's a future here with this connection. Your connection reads as 10 pentacles and King of Cups. It's a beautiful energy. It really is. What's on top? Queen of Swords. Then they know it. It's a truth. It's the yeah but energy. It's the truth you can't unknow. They're well aware. You know, go ahead, go round and round all you want. Afraid to admit you were wrong, afraid to ego, afraid to be vulnerable, whatever. All you want. But you know you want to, and you know you probably have to. Right? So some of them will and some of them won't. I mean, it depends whether they're a super fuckwit or not. Why is the Queen of Swords? But it's the truth that they all know and can't unknow. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Two of Swords. Yeah, see? It's a some will act on the truth and some will not. She holds one Archangel Michael sword of truth. There's two Ace of Swords, two Archangel Michael swords of truth here. Right? Well, some will act on it and some won't. Some will just sit there with the sword in the sheath. Okay, that's fine. But either way, this connection confuses this person. We saw it in the pre-shuffle with the 7 cups. All these emotions flowing are confusing to this character, right? Because they're not used to it. I've said it a million times and I'll say it again. It's still valid to this day. These runners all thought they could just cast you off and you'd be like everybody else. They've never, whether they know about soulmates or not, I don't really give a shit. They have never encountered anything like this before. Nothing at all. All right? Nothing at all. Okay, these are very deep connections in this cycle, and that's only part of the reason why it's so difficult. The other part is societal energies have pushed us further apart, right? Definitely pushed us apart. Okay, let's go. Judgment, why is it here? The internet and social media as a social experiment has backfired on levels that are only going to get worse. It's just, you know, emotions are become. We might as well just take our consciousness and stick it in robots at this point, or definitely 10 years from now if we keep going at the rate we're going. I don't even want to know about the next soulmate cycle, what that's going to be like in the 2030s. That one starts around the end of 2031. I don't even want to know what that cycle's going to be like. Holy shit. Judgment. The people that are kids right now, we're raising one of the most emotionally shut down generations that the earth has ever seen. All right, Judgment, why is it here? Why is it here? 6 of Pentacles, should I or shouldn't I? Yeah, it's almost taking the word judgment literally. Well, should I or shouldn't I? Am I going to, we've already seen the Fool. We saw the Fool in the pre-shuffle, right? Judgment. They decide not to come in. Again, there's 2 truths here. They decide, but there's only one that's real, right? They decide not to come in. They get kicked back to the Fool on the same level, repeating the same mistakes. Here we go again, motherfucker, right? They decide to come in. They move to the world, come in under a new energy. Hence, my Schrodinger's cat, as yet unknown energy. That's right here for your final outcome. Should I or shouldn't I? I got a newsflash for the Cobra. You should. Come on, try something different, because what you've been doing ain't working. What's on top? Judgment on top of judgment. See? Proof of my energy read. I said, should I or shouldn't I? There's one judgment. Some of them will make a decision to go this way, and some of them will make a decision to go this way. It is. Which one is your person? I don't fucking know. Only you know. You'll feel them coming. I'll tell you that your energies are very close together with the High Priestess here in this soul position, bookending the King of Cups. I mean, you're certainly going to be dreaming about them. You'll probably get the answer there, for all I know. Why is the Judgment here again? The Five of Pentacles. Because some of them will leave themselves out in the cold, and some of them will not. Some of them will give to it. Okay? I got 6 Pentacles here. I got 5 here. 2 judgments. 2 different ways. Schrodinger's cat ending. Here we go. And this shouldn't surprise anybody. I always tell you Cancer readings are all signs readings. It's the hot spot of this cycle. It's the sponsor energy of this cycle, the theme, if you will, because the North Node was in Cancer when this cycle began. That sets the theme, or at least it seems to, based on my research. And that's pretty much it. So again, they got a Schrodinger's cat ending, so this reading should have one too. It only makes sense. But we're getting a little more insight into what's happening here. This moon is opening up emotions that these runners have not wanted to face or deal with. Now, the old implication here underneath is, you might ask, what's going on in their life then? Well, we'll find out in the extended. That's not going to come up here. But I can tell you whatever it is isn't good. Because if your life is good, then you're not even a consideration, right? Why, if everything's going good for them, why do you matter? Why do they keep showing up in my readings? You know, it's just the way it is. High Priestess, why is it here? Why is that? I'm going to turn my fan on. It's hotter than the bejesus in here. High Priestess, why is it here? The kids all go back to school. They've already gone back to school here. I find it weird. Summer vacation in California. I didn't grow up out here, but we never went back until September, till after Labor Day, where I grew up. But here, they go back middle of August, which is really weird because here in LA, September is the only month that really feels like summer. It's the hottest month. So they're going back to school right when it starts to actually feel like summer. It's strange. It's really weird. Anyway, I don't know. I would think that they'd have longer summers out here. High Priestess, why is it here? Yep, confusion. 7 of Cups. There's the confusion again. And that's why we have them going, we have some going this way and some going that way. It's confusion. Look, just look at the picture. Look at it. Oh, some are going to continue to pick the gold one, which is shit, even though it's gold. All that glitters isn't gold. And some are going to pick the red one. Fewer of them are going to pick the red one, which is you, which is the right one they should pick. Most of them end up here. Okay? Let's be honest. Let's call it like it is. All right? What's on top? 9 Wands. Yeah, they don't like this. I told you that. King of Wands, 10 of Wands. All these feelings are burden. That's 9 Wands. It's good. We're getting there. But it's a bit of a backward, isn't it? 10 to 9. Now we're going backwards. Put up a little bit of a wall. A little bit. They don't like these feelings coming up. That's why we have all this here. And that's why we have this Schrodinger ending. 9 Wands. Why is it here? 3 Swords. That's why they don't like it. Because it hurts them. They got life wrong. They got love wrong. All of this High Priestess stuff that's coming up, the stuff they're burning at the bottom of the Ace of Cups, is showing them exactly what I told you, that they went the wrong way. They got life wrong. It creates a lot of pain, so they try to block it. But they can't. That wall's not going to stop anything, is it? Okay? So, again, this is par for the course. This is, you know, it's too hard for most people, especially people in their ego, King of Wands, to admit they got something wrong. Because it means that they got a lot wrong, that they've wasted their time, all this time. They have to get into a moment where they say, what was I thinking? Oh my God. All that kind of thing. And egos can't take that. That's tough. So people will stick with things. I mean, it's crazy town. Look at it. Watch the news. Watch people sticking with things that they shouldn't be sticking with. I mean, it's crazy. Just admit you went down the wrong fucking road and fix it before it all goes horribly. Because if you keep going down the wrong road, you're going to make things worse. Well, same thing here. They feel it hurts. All this stuff coming up hurts this person. They got to admit they got it wrong. They put up a little bit of a wall to it. Some of them will come towards you. Some of them won't. A lot of confusion, you know. And look, confusion crossing here, King of Wands underneath it. Another King of Wands right there. Yeah. Doesn't want to admit they got it wrong, you know. Just, I don't know how else to phrase it to you. It's so frustrating. I see it every day in people. I see it in some of my friends, people around me. It's like, you know, they just keep sticking their hands in the meat grinder. It's okay to admit you made a mistake or that you don't know something. It's actually the mark of a really good person, a high vibrational person, right? Take responsibility for your actions and your mistakes. Well, they're having a hard time with that. And it's just some of them will cave here and do it, and some of them won't. As yet unknown. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? It's just unreal. Why is there confusion? Why they put up a wall? Because it hurts. Because there's a lot of love here. This King of Cups, he holds the Ace of Cups. They never told you how they felt. And now they're feeling everything that's in that cup. And they can't unfeel it with that Queen of Swords there. I got double judgment here. And some of them still leaving themselves out in the cold. You know? It's crazy. It's crazy. Some of them do get victory here, though. We saw that in the pre-shuffle. Why is 10 Pentacles here? Why? Why? What's going on? What's going on? 10 Wands. Yeah, that's the problem. Again, it's the yeah, but, right? 10 Pentacles was also crossing here. It's here. It's what I said. You can block this all you want. You can not feel the pain. You can not want to admit that you got it wrong. You can make the same bad decisions and leave yourself out in the cold. But at the end of the day, the real burden here is the fact that you matter. The fact that you are the one who would probably be the long-term relationship, the 10 of Pentacles. You're where the love lies. You're the full package. And they know it. This truth they cannot unknow. What's on top? 3 of Pentacles. You know you want it. Okay? The truth they can't unknow. 3 of Pentacles. They want something here. They want a partnership. They want anything. They want what you got. They want a piece of you. Yeah. You know you want it, motherfucker. It's right there. Why is the 3 of Pentacles here? Knight of Pentacles. Again, they just keep dragging their feet. Dragging their feet with the yeah, but it's this, but it's going to be hard. This is red with the 2 of Swords here. Why is the 3 of Pentacles here? Because they've been thinking about this all the time. They think he's got a racehorse. He could be going. He could have cleared this field in seconds. But they didn't run from you. We call them runners. Most of them didn't run. They walked really slow. If they were running, he'd have gotten on the racehorse and taken off like a rocket. He didn't. He wasted a lot of time. All this is time wasted here in this context. All of it. Just thinking and going back and forth and contemplating. You're always there. And they fucking know it. They can't unknow it. All right. Final outcome. The moon. All right. I'm going to see what the universe has to say here. I may do 2 outcomes. I may just do 1. And I don't know. So why'd you give me the moon? That's what I'm asking the universe. Why'd you give me the moon? I can tell you, for some of you, you may never know about any of this. The only way you're going to know is what I tell you right here. Some of you may never know, or what someone else tells you. But this is my reading, so I'll focus on me. You know, everything I'm telling you here is exactly what the energy is. The cards are pretty pictures for you to be able to see it, but it's exactly what's here. So I asked the universe. I already put it out there. The words are just for you. Why'd you give me the moon? I don't know. That's the response I get back from the universe. I don't know. And now you see why I call the universe fickle old gal. I always say it's like R2-D2, where every once in a while C-3PO, that's me, has to smack it in the back of the head to get it to work. It's like an old car that won't start. You got to hit the starter with a hammer every once in a while. Jesus. What kind of answer is I don't know getting back? And no, I don't hear a voice in my head. It's just there's no energy change when I say that. That's all. Unreal. All right. I'm a real deal energy reader, and I ain't never had a guide tell me anything. I have no idea what the fuck people are talking about. What's the four of Swords here? It's just energy. You feel it with emotion. That's all. There's not a little man in the sky. What's going on with the 4 Swords? It's not. What did I say? You want proof that I'm a real deal energy? Fine. I'll just give it to you right there. What did I say? I was shuffling and I said, why'd you throw me the moon? And I told you the energy field didn't change. So the answer from the universe is nothing. I don't know. Right? Nothing. Four of Swords. I don't know. This moon is here because as yet unknown. This is crickets chirping. Right? Perfect. Exactly the card that should have been there. Because if I got a card like the Sun or something like that, well, then it wasn't nothing, was it? Well, then the universe does know. It doesn't know. What's on top? Seven Pentacles. It doesn't know. As yet unknown. As yet unknown. It's this energy of sitting on hands a little bit that's coming off of this. This card means a lot of things. You know, the seeds have been planted. We don't know what's coming up yet. All right? It's up down to their judgment. It's down to a decision on their part. Why is the Seven Pentacles here? We don't know. Two of Wands. It's whether or not this girl's going to get up in the right time, under the right energy. This girl's going to get up, male or female, and come down and get you and stop looking at you. I get an energy here of a lot of thinking about you during this moon transit, and a lot of spying type energy, a lot of feeling this connection. But as to whether or not they come towards you, the answer from the energy, the energy field does not change. And I don't have a card that reflects any change in it. I've got setting the intention. Maybe we don't know what's going to come up from these seeds. As yet unknown. Crickets chirping. It's exactly what I said was here before I pulled the cards. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to try and get an answer. Okay? I'm going to ask the universe now from another deck to be predictive, and we'll see. All right, so let's go. Remember the moon card. Let's do it. Let's be predictive. Let's go. I'm going to rephrase. I'm not going to ask why'd you give me the moon. I'm going to say, I've already put it out there. The words are for you. I'm going to say, which way the wind likely to blow here. I'm going to ask the universe to do, the energy to do what it doesn't like to do, which is make a guess. The energy around us doesn't like to guess any more than a scientist does. You ask my wife to guess something, she'd go crazy. She'd go batshit crazy. I don't like guessing. Okay. All right, well, just take a guess. I know I don't like it. Okay. It'll go back and forth for a fucking hour. It's unreal. All right. But I'm going to ask the energy to guess. Which way the wind likely to blow? Okay. Seven Wands at the bottom. This card has a lot of meaning. Somebody standing up and fighting for what's right. Somebody keeping it at bay. What's likely to happen here is during this moon transit, they keep these feelings locked up inside them and probably don't say a goddamn thing. And pressure builds. There's that 10 Wands again. There's that 10 Wands with that Burger King right there. Pressure builds, pressure builds, pressure builds, and then bam, they say something. They're going to have, the universe's predictive energy says they're going to have to say something. Knight of Swords. They come in with a message. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Eight of Wands. The prediction is they communicate, but only during this moon. What? Stop. We're pulling on the moon. I said, remember the moon. And I've asked the universe to be predictive. There ain't no 100% here, kids. All right? No such thing. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle aside, there is no 100%. But I've asked the universe to be predictive, to make a guess which way the wind is likely to blow for the majority of them. And I will tell you that during this moon transit, they keep these feelings, conversation about them with you anyway, at bay here a little bit. All right? But that builds some wicked pressure, because this is some spiritual shit. And in this context, this guy right here is my Hierophant, with all, because he dressed the same, with all this shit on his back. And it builds, and it builds, and it builds, and they snap, and they come in and speak. There's forward movement coming, but we need a very important card here is the 10 Wands, because it came up again, and it's right there with our overall energy. 10 Wands with the Burger King. It's an important message from the universe. You want that 10 of Wands here. You want the pressure to build. You want them staring out the window at you, thinking about you, feeling you stuck with whatever they got on their side. They want it. You want that. Let the pressure build. Let it build. Let it build. And you might The way the wind is blowing, 8 wands of communication. From the Knight of Swords, somebody got something they definitely need to get off their chest here. Okay? That's the best I can do for you. That is the best. I will pull 3 cards from the universe and see what else the universe wants to tell you. Anything else in the energy for you, I will tell you. 3 cards and a crossing card from the bottom. We'll see. And then I am going to go pull some wicked ass voodoo. I want to know what this moon means for you. First, I'm going to open with that. But I also want to know here, I want to know about this 3 of Swords. I want to know about all this stuff they pushed back. I want to know what's going on their side. I want to know what this other fucking wand is. Alright? That's what I want to know. And how it affects that. And then I'll pull a pyramid to expand on this. And then I'll pull a timeline for you. I'll pull any fucking thing I feel like in between. Alright? Anything that comes up, we'll pull on it. Alright, let's go. We had a devil in the pre-shuffle. Hopefully we get some of that energy in and I can get to the bottom of that. Let's go. 3 cards and a crossing card. What else you want to tell the viewer here? What? Star. Just let it play out. 9 cups, 7 swords, and 3 cups crossing 9 cups in the base energy. This is the base energy. These are the outliers. So, again, they're not going anywhere. It's what I told you. Let them feel it. Let that 10 of wands fucking build and build and build and break that fucking Hierophant's back during this spiritual moon. Dreamy my ass. It's like a dark night of the fucking soul kind of spiritual inner kind of thing going on here. This is not rain. You're not dreaming about rainbows during this moon, that's for sure. They're not going anywhere. This star holds them in place. They're held in place. They can't sneaky deaky away. The emotions are going to flow and they're going to feel exactly what they would feel if they were with you, which is part of what that 10 of Pentacles is talking about as it came up twice. They're going to feel every inch of it. It will eventually, according to the universe, being predictive, send a good number of them towards you with communication. But this is an important energy. I called it the divine timing energy at the beginning, and it is. Because if there was a lot of astrological activity in September, like every week there was like 4 or 5 things pulling on the energy, there wouldn't be any space, any open space to reflect and have this energy feel. It's sort of like if you're trying to reflect on something and think about something. It's the difference between doing it in the middle of a city street, a busy city street in downtown Manhattan, or a wide open 100-acre field with nothing around you but birds and quiet and wind and a flowing stream. September is the birds, quiet wind, and flowing stream. All right? Let them feel it. That's your reading. If you want the extended, if you want it, it's there. There's a link in the description. I hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. I did my best for you. I really did. I appreciate everyone who watches, shares, whatever, subscribes. It's all good. All right, that's it. I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo now. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. Good luck.